not my point. My point is that when I'm being brought up and you don't even want to say my name.
I don't do it. How about this? Honestly, I don't even know you.
That's my point.
About that?
Like, you're disdained with me so much you can't even say my name, bro. Like,
Dude,
that's kind of cold. Like, I
told you already, I don't know your name.
Okay.
What's your name again?
Joshua.
Okay, good. I don't know you, but as of now, I'm not a huge fan.
No, I understand, man. I understand.
So listen, do me a favor. You don't really talk with us right now. I understand.
The Diego Sanchez thing, man, it's crazy. I mean, from Josh, his name is Josh?
Fabia, yeah. School of Self-Awareness.
He goes up to Matt He got schooled by Matt Serra, man. Matt Serra's like, yo, how about this? I don't even know your name. Dude's like, it's like, if you're teaching the school of self-awareness, how are you so unaware that you shouldn't go interrupt Matt Serra at breakfast, man? And then Diego's out there just moving around like he does this little thing. I used to like it, this little thing where he points his hand and he just kind of moves to the side. But Jake Matthews put it on him. It was bad. And he looks a little bit out of shape. He looks a little bit less like in tune. And I don't know, man. I just think that it's time for Diego to hang it up. It's time for him to hang it up, man. And, it was never close. And honestly, it was never close in the fight with Pereira. He never won. He won because he's a smart guy, right? He's very self-aware in that sense. He was like, hey, it was illegal. I can't really continue. Give me my victory. But it's time, man. It's time for Diego. It's over.
I think Chael Sonnen said Weidman and Woodley are maybe the biggest challenges for Adesanya. I mean, you guys got to win some fights, Ray, and see if Chris can position himself for this fight.
I mean, he mentions Weidman and Woodley. They, like you say, they both have to. They got to get the fire back, the both of them.
Well, right. I mean, Woodley is not a great example at present. Right.
Yeah, right. I mean, to make that statement after, that loss to Colby, I don't know what he's talking about. But we get it. They're both great wrestlers, and that's what it looks like is the recipe is, to beat this guy. But, man, this guy's on fire, and he gets it. You know what I mean? So that's not an easy out for anybody.
I don't want to tell all of our listeners I told you so, but you know what? Listen, I think he's been showing the fact that he's been one of the most sophisticated strikers that we've ever seen in the octagon for some time now. His intelligence and his ability to hit and not get hit is on a completely different level. His footwork, his ability to not get taken down just based on his distance management is something you don't see too often with guys who come from a strictly striking background. So this is a guy that has matured previously to getting into the UFC and has only gotten better since getting into the UFC. So I've been really high on Israel Adesanya. The guy is an absolute gangster. And for Paulo Costa, I think, listen, he was a guy that a lot of people were excited about. Why? Because he looked the part. However, skill-wise, he just didn't have it. Does it mean that he's not a good fighter? No, it just means that Israel Adesanya just is a few different levels above someone like Costa.
I mean, if you look at his UFC resume, Marvin Vettori beaten by split decision. Well, Marvin Vettori right now is looking fantastic, and I'd actually like to see that fight again because Vettori has got better. But still, he beat Vettori, beat Brad Tavares, who's a tough fight for anybody. Derek Brunson finished him. Anderson Silva.
I want to ask you a question about Vettori, though. So, just in your opinion, sort of looking back at that, it's a younger Israel Adesanya who is inexperienced, hasn't been in the big show multiple times. I mean, you have to assume that Israel's probably grown tremendously since that.
Oh, yeah. No, of course. Yeah, but just let me, if you go through here. So you got Anderson Silva, then Kelvin Gastelum. That was a close fight. The Kelvin Gastelum fight, I think I mentioned it last week. That's kind of why I thought Costa would have issues, but I didn't realize Costa was, I don't know, what should we say? All show and no go, all fucking biceps and no fucking balls, you know what I mean, whichever one you want to call it, but that's kind of what happened. Yo Romero, Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa, you can't fucking doubt the guy, right? He went out there and has beaten nearly everybody. Now he's called out Jared Cannonier. That is the next logical guy. If he beats, who's he fighting? Jack Hermanson?
Right?
Oh, Robert Whittaker, correct. He's fighting Robert Whittaker, yeah, so that's a tough fight. But if he does Jared Cannonier, that'll be good.
I had no idea how much I missed this place. Oh, look at him. The Izzy style.
People have been commenting on your right pec, and you are being accused of steroids, gyno, all these things. When I did my show with DC, all the comments.
See, when I first saw it, it was gymnastics I was reading because I'm dyslexic. So I'm like, what? Oh wait, gyno, and I Googled it. So that's one thing. I didn't want to speak about it until I know what it was because it's been on me for like the last 8 weeks, and it was just growing. I was like, this is quite sore, and even my girl told me to go to the doctor, but I was like, I'll just get this fight done over with first. But yeah, I don't know what it is. And I also, from what I've read on the Googles about gynos, the memia or whatever, it happens to both your boobs, right? So this is just one. In my head, I'm like, I hope it's not. Wouldn't it be funny if I died in like 5 months and then it was cancer?
No.
And it wouldn't be funny. I mean,
right. I mean,
like Chadwick was, a guy who, rest in peace, was going through a lot and everything was hush, and then people were making fun of him for looking skinny. And then when he died, he was such a hero, and these clowns were still talking about it when he was, going through what he was going through. So I don't know what this is, but yeah, you know what, Ariel, with the performance like I had, I would think I was on steroids too. I would think they need something. It couldn't be just him. It couldn't be him. He must be something. So yeah, for me, it's all fun and games, man. Like I said, I got 2 weeks of quarantine. I'm going to entertain them out of myself. Woo, boy.
So as of right now, you have no idea what that is. No one is, you haven't gotten checked out. No doctor said anything to you.
I just got blood test done, and I did like a scan, 2 MRI scans just now, like 20 minutes ago, for my pituitary gland. And yeah, so we'll get the test back and see what it is. I've never really been one to diagnose myself with Google, so I wasn't going to start now. So I've done my test and I'll wait for the results, and then yeah, I might keep you posted. I might keep letting people speculate, because it's kind of fun to watch people just cry about it.
Can I just ask, does it hurt? Like if someone punched you there, does it hurt? Is it tender?
Yeah, a little bit. Like right now it's a little bit tender, but this one's fine. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, that's the thing. They're talking about my antics taking away from victory. They're trying to take away from my victory with, their speculations as well. So it is what it is. Cry all you want. Bottom line is, I told you so. In the comments down below, just know, I told you so.
Last thing on this topic, have you ever taken steroids?
No. That's not something, come on, man. I know you believe me, but it's just, I mean, if come on. That's silly. But no, I haven't. I'm not one of those people who needs a crutch. That when that's taken away, then they feel weak, they feel inadequate, they feel like, you see how when USADA came through, a lot of people fell off, a lot of bodies changed, and a lot of people didn't feel good enough without the little magic supplements. But yeah, not me. Skills, bro. Skills pays the bills.
And I believe in less than 2 years since you made your debut in February of 2018, you've been tested 32 times by USADA. Obviously, you've never failed, so that is certainly worth noting as well.
Not even a little blip. You wait till Paulo pops. I can't wait. And I told you, I'm gonna pop him before USADA does. And when he pops, ooh, I'm gonna gloat.
I will tell you the 2 hardest fights for Izzy Adesanya right now. Chris Weidman and Tyron Woodley.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.